How does FiLMiC Pro's autofocus stack up against a more traditional camera? Let's find out. So in the smartphone corner, we have an iPhone 8 Plus using a Moment Telephoto lens on a beast grip. And on the more traditional camera side, we've got an LX100 from Panasonic. This is a micro four thirds camera that has the same sensor as a GH4. When this was new, this was around $1,000. If you didn't know, in a recent update for FiLMiC Pro, they released an auto mode, so it's auto exposure and autofocus. We don't really use auto exposure that often, but this autofocus is really interesting. The LX100 was one of the first point and shoots to actually shoot 4K internally. And like FiLMiC Pro, it shoots 4K at 100 megabits per second. Now to make these cameras similar, on the LX100, one thing we did was set everything to manual, and we opened up the aperture to a 2.8, and we also set the autofocus to sample the center of the screen, just like FiLMiC Pro does now. So on this first challenge, I'm not going to tell you which camera is which. Watch this footage and see what you think. The tripod I used was a photo tripod, so it didn't have a video head. So apologies for the sloppy camera work, but just look for the autofocus here. So what do you think? Do you have an idea? All right, the first clip was actually the iPhone 8 Plus using FiLMiC Pro Auto Mode, and the second clip was the LX100. So this first challenge, I would say I give it to FiLMiC Pro. Okay, challenge number 2. This one we're shooting the opposite camera, so obviously you know which is which. The FiLMiC Pro continues to do a good job. Racks pretty solidly right from the camera, right to the backpack, and back again. The LX100 finds the focus too, it's just a little bit slower. FiLMiC Pro definitely racks quicker. But the LX100 is solid, it does find the focus. A little stumble there though. All right, here's another test where we won't tell you which is which. Thank you to Eric for being the stand-in here. What do you think? Yep, FiLMiC Pro was the first camera again. Panasonic was the second one. Not super shallow depth of field, but definitely enough to notice a difference. FiLMiC Pro handled it better. The LX100 grabs it at the end, but it's a little bit slow. So this is a pseudo dolly shot, something that's pretty commonplace in production. I'm doing it handheld here for this example. LX100, not bad. A little bit of a shift to the focus at the end. FiLMiC Pro, rock solid. Pretty impressive there. So who do you think won? Well, considering this is a show about iPhone filmmaking, I think you probably know who the winner is. Panasonic is not known for their autofocus. None of the Lumix line has great autofocus, including the GH4s and GH5s. But they're very solid, popular cameras and produce a great image, especially for the money. A real challenge might be to take FiLMiC Pro and put it up against a Canon with dual pixel autofocus. They're kind of the king of autofocus right now. We might look into that in the future. But the LX100 didn't perform badly, it performed about like you would expect a point and shoot camera like that to perform. The interesting part is how well the iPhone performed with FiLMiC Pro. It performed way above expectations in my mind. As a matter of fact, it performed so well, we trusted it to shoot a new narrative short film. Would have never thought I would use autofocus on a short film like this, but every shot you're seeing here was shot with autofocus. By the way, if you haven't watched this short film, please check it out. Link in the description or click the card in the upper right here on YouTube. So the winner is FiLMiC Pro Autofocus, paired with an iPhone, a Moment lens, a B-script. It's really amazing if you think about it where technology is today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you guys in the next video.